So I'm from Orion. My wife Tori is from Geneseo. So we had the actual wedding in Geneseo, and then we ended up having the reception at my parents' place back in Orion. So it was pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
still planning on doing the big reception in a year from now?
Well, yeah. So we're actually we're thinking we're gonna do a destination wedding in Punta Cana, and just keep that a little bit more low key. We had a pretty big list, so we had to try to cut that down a little bit.
So how much of a break did you get? Like about 10 days there, and now are you back finally?
Yeah, so we had, I think I had a week. So we ended up going to Hayward, Wisconsin. So it was pretty nice, just being able to go up and relax. But it was pretty neat. So.
Now you're back here. When did you get back? And are you single-minded focus on what you got to do here?
Absolutely. So we got back Friday, and then I've just been hanging around this weekend, and I'm locked in. We're starting up lifting, starting up conditioning a little bit more right now. So, yeah, it's going really well.
Does the summer go fast? Does this period go fast or short?
Absolutely, it flies by. Everything just flies by right now. It's kind of crazy just to see how quickly everything goes by.
What do you feel like you need to get out of this summer?
So some of the biggest things I think would be beneficial for me are being able to improve my conditioning. That's always a big thing. I'd like to be able to gain a little bit of weight right now. Kind of plateaued a little bit, but I'm doing well. And then just more knowledge of our defense and why everything's doing what we're doing. So.
How are you working on maybe improving pass rush and getting that amped up for this year? I know that's one of your focuses.
Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of hand fighting stuff. I got a pop-up bag back home, and then I'm able to come into the facility at any time of the day. So I do a lot of hand fighting stuff, so I'm able to improve my hand-eye coordination for the pass rush stuff.
You learn anything about perseverance? I mean, you were kind of there on the team, hanging out, trying to get your spot, and suddenly you kind of broke through. You got a chance. Did you teach yourself anything about hanging in there and trying to get where you wanted to go?
Yeah, the biggest thing I've always valued is being able to help the team as much as I can, and working as hard as I can to be able to put myself in that position. So I've always been very confident with my abilities. I'm always willing to bet on myself, and I knew my time would come, and it was able to come last year. And I'm planning on completely exceeding that this year. So.
Is that going to help out being a husband?
Yes, it will. Yeah, it'll be a little different trying to balance everything, but it'll be a really cool opportunity. So.
Seems like there might be more depth up front this year. Is that fair? And who's kind of jumping out at you right now?
Yeah, so we got a great group. We have a ton of guys that are potentially capable of playing. So
Sure.
there's close to a dozen guys that we could travel. So there's quite a few. I'm not going to name any names specifically, but I think we have a great opportunity to make an impact this year.
I'm curious about Graves coming in. He's just he looks different than probably anybody else coming in.
Absolutely, yeah. He looks really good. He's moving really well. Great kid. Big fan of him. So I'm excited to see what he's able to do. I'm just trying to kind of take him under my wing a little bit and help him out as much as I can. So.
You mentioned enormously. Go ahead, Rick. You mentioned kind of enormously improving from last year personally. What do you have in mind, like in terms of?
Yeah, just being able to increase production predominantly. So being able to stay on the field longer and being able to just be able to help the defense as much as I can with my production. So.
Okay.
As a two-gap defensive tackle, I mean, statistics don't always come your way.
That's right.
But do you ever, when you get into meetings or whatever, does Kelvin ever give you points or something? It's like, hey, you took both these guys up and Jack got your, here's a good check or a gold star.
Absolutely. Coach Bill does a great job. We know what he's looking for, and there's oftentimes, to you guys, it might seem like a failed rep, right? But to Coach Bell, he's like, you did your job, that was a great rep. So it was it was a plus on the grade sheet. So we go plus and minuses. So more often than not, there's actually a play that might look bad is actually a plus on the sheet because that is what we are asked to do. So.